Welcome to the More Than Fitness podcast.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Minisode number 90 on the More Than Fitness podcast. Interesting. Number 90. It's insane that I've done that many. It goes by quick when you're having fun, right? But today's topic is actually one. What I'm going to do is I send out an email to my newsletter every Friday, and this Friday, the email that I sent out was 50 pretty good ideas that has made my life better. And so, because of the response that I got from that email, I had a lot of people hitting me back saying that they really liked the list, because it was just kind of a random list of things that had to do with fitness or money or mindset or whatever. And I just kind of spitfired randomly everything that came to mind. And so I came up with this list. And so I figured what I could do for this minisode, if some of you are not on my list, I figured that I could go through these, and I think you guys might enjoy them. And if you are on my list, it'll be a good reminder. So without further ado, I'm going to try and bust these out rather quickly. So let's begin with 50 pretty good ideas that have made my life better. Okay, number one is to wake up to a clean room /house /workspace. Number two is declutter as much as you can in your home, at work, in your mind, and in life. Number three is have a go-to playlist that triggers a specific mental space. So for the gym, whenever you're working, whenever you're relaxing, whenever you have drinks with friends, whenever you have a dinner party, have a different playlist that triggers the mood that you're trying to facilitate in that moment. Number four is going to be get in some type of movement every single day. Number five is sweat every day. We just feel better whenever we sweat. Number six is going to be track your calories and macros for at least 12 weeks to get a better understanding of your eating habits. That's a really good one to take control of your nutrition, especially if you've never done it before. Number seven is a quote from Matthew McConaughey. He says, check in with yourself before checking in on the world. I really like that. Number eight is plan out every minute of your workday, starting with the highest priority. Plan out every minute of your day, starting with the highest priority. Number nine is before your highest priority task, build momentum by getting an easy win. So this could be reading for 20 minutes, going for a walk, cleaning your room, sending a nice text message to someone, plan a dinner for later in the day, something that's quick and easy and also productive and makes you feel good to build momentum into the rest of the day. Number 10 is give yourself something to look forward to if you finish your work for the day. One of my favorite comedians, Bert Kreischer, he calls them treats. He likes to give himself treats whenever he does something good, for example. Number 11 is going to be spend 2 to 4 hours per day doing important work with 0 distractions. This is like getting in a flow state, doing deep work for 2 to 4 hours per day. Number 12 is practice quote unquote fear setting by asking yourself, what's the worst that could happen? It's often not as bad as we tend to imagine it. So try some fear setting. What's the worst that could happen? And then actually play that out. You can write it out, think it out through your head, but go down to the very worst thing that could happen and see if that's okay. Number 13 is if you can afford it, move to a big city for at least a year of your life. I'm a little biased. I just moved to New York City. Haven't even been here for a year, but nonetheless, I think it's a good idea. Number 14 is ask specific questions from people smarter than you that have what you want. Number 15 is constantly play devil's advocate with your own ideas. This is how you can basically figure out if they're true or not, despite your own emotional subjectivity, right? Number 16 is meditate. Write down your thoughts with no judgment and reflect. Number 17 is eat foods that make you feel better after eating them. Notice that has nothing to do with body composition, but as a byproduct, it will indirectly have a positive effect on your body composition. Eat foods that make you feel better after eating them. And then number 18, do workouts that cause you to leave the gym feeling better than when you came in. Number 19 is adopt a pet. Shout out to Carl. Number 20 is learn how to cook and make meals for loved ones. Number 21 is invest in a Roth IRA regularly. Number 22 is create a 6-month emergency fund, in case of a pandemic. Number 23 is live below your means and avoid keeping up with the Joneses. 24 is spend money on things you love and cut back ruthlessly on things you don't care about. That was from Ramit Sethi from his book, I Will Teach You to Be Rich. Highly recommend. Number 25 is pick a career where you can't be replaced by automation. Artificial intelligence is here and will only get more advanced. Number 26 is spend your day in a way that allows you to sleep well at night. Number 27 is regularly get 7+ hours of sleep as if your life depends on it. Hint, it does. Number 28 is talk to strangers and make eye contact during everyday activities. There's actually a psychologist from Columbia, some Ivy League school that studies the science of happiness and says that this actually does, whether people realize it or not, and whether people want to do it or not, it does make them happier after doing it. So talk to strangers and make eye contact during everyday activities. Number 29 is what you do, where you live, and who you're with are the most important decisions you'll make. Number 30 is lift weights, do cardio, and make time for mobility work. For most of you, that probably shouldn't be too difficult. Maybe the mobility work for some of you, and possibly the cardio. Number 31, don't take yourself so seriously. Play. You guys know I love play, bringing out the inner child. Number 32 is read regularly. Bonus points if the book is a classic and has stood the test of time. Number 33 is nothing is as good or as bad as you think it is. Number 34 is you're never as good or bad as you think you are. Number 35 is nobody is as happy as they look on Instagram. 36 is expect nothing to go according to plan. Hope for the best, but expect the worst. Somebody just rung the doorbell. 37, learn how to dress well and buy quality clothes that fit you. Number 38 is cut/limit problem people in your life and replace them with people who make you feel alive. Another very crucial one. 39 is try to get really good at one thing, then leverage it. Number 40 is you are not your career, so don't take criticism so harshly. This is something that I've had to work with pretty intensely. Number 41 is stand for what you believe in, but don't let the identity consume you. Lots of identity politics and things going on right now, so definitely consider that. Number 42, lower your expectations of others and raise your expectations of yourself. Number 43, understand your emotions can be real, but not true. That's one I heard from somebody else. I can't remember, but that one really stuck with me. Number 44 is don't argue with strangers on the internet. Also, another really good idea. Number 45 is have a routine, but don't be married to it whenever something fun pops up. 46 is excess of anything can make your life worse. Moderation is typically the boring, but correct answer. 47 is tell the truth. 48 is, 48 is success mostly comes down to consistently doing the harder choice and choosing long-term over short-term. 49 is caffeine, alcohol, and water is an amazing synergistic combination. This is my hydration trifecta. Whenever I go out to eat or something, I love having a glass of wine, a Diet Coke, and also water. They pair really well together. And number 50 is you're going to die. We are all doomed, but that's what makes life beautiful and worth living. All right, and that is 50 ideas. If you do want to, I send out similar emails to this style, not exactly always lists like this, but if you want emails like this, I will put the link in the description. You can sign up for my weekly emails. I send out 1 to 2 tops per week. And it's everything to do with the type of stuff that I put out on these minisodes and in the podcast. So if you like this type of content, you will love my emails. All right. And that is it for Minisode number 90. Thank you guys as always, for listening and for watching. See ya.